Bracha is Daf Chavtes. As you might have heard, tonight is the Shalom Zachar of my first grandchild, my grandson. And I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. We got close to 400 emails, WhatsApps, text messages. And I want to assure you, I read every single one. I just can't reply to that many emails and WhatsApps. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. It's very touching and moving that people went the extra mile and sent me messages of encouragement and mazel tov and welcome me to the grandfather club, etc. We should all share in simchas together. The Gemara tells us that Shimon HaPekoili, he's the one that put together the Shemona Esrei, the 18 brachas that we say every day, and Shmuel HaKatan is the one that added the 19th bracha. Today we say it's called Shemona Esrei, but we say 19 brachas, and the 19th bracha is V'lam al Shinim, it's against the Minim, the heretics. And the Gemara tells us that a year later, after he authored it, he was davening for the Amid, he was a Shliach Tzibur, and he simply forgot his masterpiece that he put together. The halacha is that when a chazan forgets a bracha, we don't remove him. But if he forgets V'lam al Shinim, we must be concerned perhaps he himself is a min, and that's why he's not saying it. Maybe Shmuel HaKatan became a min. Just because he's a tzaddik and just because he authored it doesn't mean anything. Says the Gemara, the reason why they didn't remove him is because he started the bracha. And that proves he's not a min. A min wouldn't even start the bracha. Now, if a person is a rasha, and then he did tshuva, it's very possible that he ends his life as a rasha. There's machlokes between Rav and Abaya. If a person starts out as a tzaddik, will he become a rasha later on in life? And this is also dependent on the machlokes whether or not Yochanan Kohen Gadol is the same person as Yanai HaMelech. Yochanan Kohen Gadol, we know, served as a Kohen Gadol for 80 years, yet he died as a rasha. The 7 brachas of Shemona Esrei on Shabbos, it's funny, we call it Shemona Esrei, the 18 brachas, but it's really 7. They are to correspond with the 7 kolos that David said in Kol Hashem al Hamayim. The 9 brachas we say on Rosh Hashanah are to correspond with the Askaros that Chana said, which was on Rosh Hashanah itself. On Rosh Hashanah, Sarah, Rachel, and Chana were nifkad. HaKadosh Baruch Hu decided that they should have children on Rosh Hashanah. On Atainas, in addition to the 18 brachas, we say 6 additional brachas for a total of 24. And we only say these 24 on a day of Rachamim, like Atainas. Why? These are corresponding to the 24 Rinonos, the Shirais, the songs that Shlomo HaMelech said as they brought the Aron into Kachei HaKadoshim. Rabbi Yeshua says that you say Me'ein Shemona Esrei. You don't say a full Shemona Esrei. Everybody is supposed to say the Me'ein Shemona Esrei. What does that mean? According to everybody, at least the 3 first brachas and the 3 last brachas are the regular brachas. The question is what you put in between. According to Shmuel, you put Havinenu. As we had before, it's a kitzur of Shemona Esrei. Each bracha consists of 3-4 words. And Abaya would curse those that would use Havinenu instead of Shemona Esrei. Shmuel says you could say Havinenu every single day besides the Motzei Shabbos. Because what do you do with the Havdalah that we insert into the Shemona Esrei by Atachayna and we put in Atachan Antonu? And you cannot make its own bracha, like Rabbi Kiva said, it should be the 4th bracha, Atachan Antanu. And according to Rabbi Eliezer, it's by Moedim. The reason why we don't pass like Rabbi Kiva and Rabbi Eliezer is because you don't insert additional brachas. Therefore, it has to be part of something. The only question that remains in the Gemara is, so then why don't we just say it b'kitzer in Atachan and add a couple of words for Havdalah? The Gemara says it's a kasha. Rabbi Bivi would not say Havinenu in the winter time because you can't insert V'sein Talum Matar into Havinenu. And you can't put it together with the bracha of Berachos Hashanim because that would be matrid him, that would throw the person off. Now, we don't say that somebody will get thrown off by inserting Atochen Antonu into Atochenem because, very interesting, the beginning of Shemona Esrei, the Gemara says, a person has kavana. It's only later on that a person starts spacing out. So when he has kavana, Atochenem Lodem Das, then we can insert whatever we want and he's not going to get confused. But later on in Shemona Esrei we get confused and we don't insert it purposely by Shemei Tefillah. That's only if a person made a mistake, you could insert it then. If a person doesn't say Mashav Ruach HaMoed Geshem, we make him repeat the entire Shemona Esrei. If a person doesn't say V'sein Talum Matar Levracha, you don't make him repeat the entire Shemona Esrei unless he's past Shemei Tefillah, because he could always say by Shemei Tefillah. If a person doesn't say Yalav Yavai, he goes back to Ritzei. As long as he didn't finish Shemona Esrei, he goes back to Ritzei. Now, if he takes 3 steps back by Yisrael Shalom, then he has to repeat Shemona Esrei. There's some people that say that if a person is not used to saying Tachanunim, even if he didn't take 3 steps back, but he's at the end of Shemona Esrei and he doesn't say Tfilos, he must repeat Shemona Esrei. We learned in the Mishnah that you should not make your Shemona Esrei a kva, a fixed. You shouldn't make your Tfilah Shemona Esrei a fixed thing. Now, what does fixed mean? Gemara brings numerous pshatim. One pshat is that you make it as a burden. Like, when are we going to get over with this? When is this davening going to be done with? Another pshat is he doesn't say it like a tachnunim. He doesn't say it softly as if he's begging for something. Another pshat is that it's a Shemona Esrei that you don't add your own words. You just read from a siddur and you're done. You're supposed to make it your own. You're supposed to show that you care and add words to it. Reb Zeir said that's not true. I know how to add my own tefillah, but I don't, because that could throw me off. Another pshat is that he doesn't daven when the sky is red. In other words, you don't daven shachris by vesikin, and you don't daven mincha by shkia, when this all the way at the last moment. And in Eretz Yisrael, they would curse those who would push off mincha to the last moment, because you could come to forget your davening. The Mishnah discusses tefillah ktsara. If you're in a situation of danger, you should say tefillah ktsara, shortened tefillah. One of the things you say in that tefillah is b'chol parshas hi'ibur. In the parsha of Ibur, the Gemara explains it's referring to pregnancy. That just like when a woman is upset when she's pregnant, so too HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when he's upset, he should have Rachmanas and Klal Yisrael. Because of the Shalom Zachar, just stick in a little vart. What does it mean? A woman is pregnant, she's upset. The pshat is that every good thing comes with pain and aggravation. As the Gemara says, Eretz Yisrael was nikna b'yisurim. In order to come to a beautiful, healthy child, you have to go through very vigorous labor and delivery and everything else that's involved. So just like a woman who's upset, in other words, she went through pain, but at the end she had a beautiful thing, so too, Klal Yisrael, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is upset at them, it comes to beautiful things, as the Gemara said in the beginning of the Masechta, that if HaKadosh Baruch Hu wasn't upset by those days when Bilam was going to curse Klal Yisrael, that led to people to go off the derech and be mizana because they didn't have that fear of the kas of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The kas of HaKadosh Baruch Hu actually is good for us. It brings good things. And some people say that this tefillah ktsar shas ibur means when Klal Yisrael are not doing the right thing, HaKadosh Baruch Hu should still think about Klal Yisrael. If a person is walking in the safari with dangerous animals or bandits, he should say tefillah ktsar. What is this tefillah ktsar? Rebbe Lezer says, Asay ritzoncha b'shamayim imal v'tein nachas ruach li'yiriecha mitachas v'atoy b'necha asay baruch atah Hashem shemei tefillah. Rebbe Lezer Ber Tzelik says, Shema tzakas hamcha Yisrael v'asay meher b'koshasam baruch atah Hashem shemei tefillah. There's another one in there. And finally, Acherim say, Tzorchei ha'amcha merubim. I think this is a song. V'daitem ktsara yiratzin shetitan kol echad v'echad kedei parnasasoy v'chol gvio gvio dei machsoira. You should give everybody what they need. Baruch atah Hashem shemei tefillah. And the halach is this is what tefillah ktsar is. Al Yanav, he said, don't get upset, because if you get upset, that brings to Naveira, to Aveiros. And you should always say tefillah saderech, and that we know what it is. Yiratzayin, etc., etc. Have a wonderful day, have a great Shabbos, and Mazel Tov, and in Simchas by everybody.